Yo, my name's DeeSimilar and welcome to another edition of Black Ops 6 Worst to Best. This is a recurring series on this channel where I share my rankings of all the sniper rifles from worst to best after having a fair amount of experience unlocking mastery camos with each. I'm covering four snipers in this video. I have unlocked the new AMR that debuted during the holiday event, and I'll share my thoughts when we get to it. It is a pretty exciting weapon though, let me tell you that. As always, this is my sole opinion. If you happen to disagree, you're welcome to share your own opinions in your own list down below in the comments. I also invite you to drop a like on the video and please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the journey to 50,000 subscribers and any help along the way is greatly appreciated. With that said, first up is the worst at the number 4 spot. That is going to the LW Frostline. This is an agile, weaker damage, bolt action sniper rifle. And first things first, I already know people are probably rolling their eyes because they're a quick scoper. And if you're a quick scoper, this is going to be the sniper for you because this gives you the fastest possible aim down sight speed. You can get it down to as fast as 400 milliseconds with attachments, which is going to be ideal for quick scoping. One thing to keep in mind though is that the difference between the fastest aim down sight sniper, that is the Frostline, and then the slowest sniper is only 90 milliseconds, and it's just 70 milliseconds with attachments. It's not like the Frostline is leagues ahead of its competition when it comes to handling speeds. For damage, the Frostline will one-shot to the chest and the upper arms up to 89 meters. On paper, the Frostline does have the smallest one-shot area profile out of all these snipers, and this does result in the occasional hit markers. A 2-shot kill clocks in at about 1.3 seconds if you do need to hit that second follow-up shot, and this is where we kind of run into our first drawback with the Frostline. That is when you use the rapid fire attachment. It boosts the fire rate from 45 to 58 rounds per minute, which is a fairly minimal difference, especially when you consider what rapid fire does on the other bolt action we'll be getting onto later in the video. Which is why overall it just feels like the weaker sniper. I feel like it needs either faster aim down sights or better damage or faster fire rate, and then it might be worth using, but I do find it underwhelming. I do get hit markers with it, and I'll just leave it at that. Things will make more sense if we progress through the other snipers. So let's move on to the number 3 spot for the snipers. That is going to the SVD. This is a faster firing semi-auto sniper with faster than average aim down sight speeds, clocking in at 565 milliseconds. With attachments, you can get the SVD's ADS within 15 milliseconds of the Frostline. You can quickscope with the SVD. I mean, you can actually quickscope with any sniper, but I find the SVD is more effective when you get into aim down sights and then you just hold it and start spamming shots for fast multi-kills. The SVD actually has the same damage as the Frostline. It will one-shot to the chest and upper arms up to 51 meters. Then it drops to the neck and head only, but it will never take more than 2 shots to kill. That 2-shot kill can be as fast as 462 milliseconds with rapid fire. For comparison, this SVD will safely outgun marksman rifles at medium range. It's actually very, very good, and it feels good in multiplayer. I think this is the best sniper for multi-kill scenarios or whenever you need like follow-up shots because of its fast fire rate. And like directly comparing it to the Frostline, I really don't see the appeal to using the Frostline over the SVD because it's dealing the same damage up to 50 meters, and if you're going for a more aggressive quickscopy playstyle, that's more than enough range. And you know, the only drawback is slightly slower aim down sight speed, but like the SVD is going to be covering 90% of your engagements and you'll be able to kill a lot more people with it. If you're looking at long range engagements and just consistency in terms of damage, then you're going to want a more versatile sniper like the number 2 and number 1 spots. But for those closer and medium range engagements, the SVD is very good. I also forgot to mention, this is the only sniper that defaults with a 10-round mag, and you get 30 rounds in total on each spawn, where the other snipers you'll be getting 20 rounds to work with. So again, you have a lot of damage and kill potential per mag with the SVD. It's just overall, it's a fun gun, it's pretty reliable, and I have considered it for best. But once that new sniper dropped, it definitely solidified the SVD towards the bottom half of my list. But overall, a pretty nice sniper. Next up at the number 2 spot, the runner-up for best sniper rifle goes to the LR762. This is the other bolt-action sniper. It is slower firing but deals more damage compared to the Frostline. The LR one-shots to the entire upper body up to 76 meters, then it drops off to the chest and upper arms up to 102 meters, and then it will be chest only. But that range profile you'll rarely run into. Rewind is the only map I found where there is a 100 meter plus line of sight in. Rapid fire is a must on the LR. It boosts the fire rate up to 54 rounds per minute. And in case you forgot, the Frostline with rapid fire has a fire rate of 58 rounds per minute. Rapid fire is very effective on the LR. It has the slowest fire rate in class, and rapid fire puts it pretty much on par with the Frostline, and it's just like the clear winner in terms of damage between those two bolt actions. You also get a notably faster bullet velocity than all the other snipers with the LR, which if there happens to be larger maps in the future, the LR will excel in those long range engagements. I think the only downside to this sniper rifle is that it has slower than average handling. Its aim down sight speed is 600 milliseconds, but to be honest, it doesn't feel that sluggish. I mean, it did when I first used it, but all snipers are pretty slow once you've used them all. And you can get the aim down sight speeds all the way down to 445 milliseconds when you factor in attachments. One unique pro the LR has is, this is the one sniper I'd recommend the CHF barrel on. Now the CHF barrel for most guns increases the headshot multiplier, but for snipers, it alters the damage. For the LR, this barrel makes it a one-shot kill anywhere to the body within its max damage range, which is pretty awesome to see. If you're wondering about the other sniper rifles, the barrel makes the Frostline a one-shot from the knee up, and the SVD a one-shot to the entire upper body. But this comes with one major drawback, that drawback being that it adds about 120 milliseconds to your aim down sights time for every single sniper, and that pushes most of the snipers above 600 milliseconds, and that's where I think the snipers start to feel sluggish in terms of aim down sight speed. So I don't think this attachment is worth it on any sniper except for, I'd argue, the LR because it one-shots to the entire body. Now, with that said, I'm not a huge fan of the CHF barrel on snipers, but I do recommend you give it a try and see if it's something you like. But other than that, this thing deals consistent damage, you get very little hit markers, it feels good, and with the current balance, I think it is one of the best sniper rifles. I thought it was the best sniper rifle until Treyarch decided to drop the new sniper, which brings us to our number 1 sniper rifle. But real quick, if you have not dropped a like on this video, please tap that like button and consider getting subscribed to the channel if you aren't already. Again, any support is greatly appreciated. Without further ado, the number 1 best sniper rifle, hands down, in Black Ops 6 right now, is that brand new AMR Mod 4. This is a faster firing semi-auto sniper with very, very high damage. Look, I've gotten this thing to level 17 as I record this video. I got like 4 camos unlocked with it, and I'm already certain this is the best freaking sniper in the game. It one-shot kills to the knee and up, and it keeps this damage up to 89 meters, which, as I mentioned earlier, is like 95% of your engagements in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Its 2-shot kill clocks in at 600 milliseconds with its fast fire rate. You should think of that stat as the time it takes to get a multi-kill with the AMR, which is very fun to do. It says this weapon has high recoil, but that's not true at all. It kicks straight up, and it's very easy to recenter, and it's very easy to mow down multiple enemies at a time with. Also, this sniper rifle is the only sniper that gets 6 in the mag instead of the standard 5 for even more killing potential. Now, this weapon does have some downsides. It does have the slowest reload speed at 4.3 seconds, which is 1 second longer than the other 3 snipers. It also has the slowest aim down sight speed in class at 625 milliseconds. However, you can get that down to 470 milliseconds with attachments. But as I was saying earlier, it's not that slow. It's only 90 milliseconds slower than the Frostline. That's like nothing. It feels just like the old school Barrett 50 cal, like the AA-10 from Modern Warfare 3, if not better. This is just easily on another level compared to the other sniper rifles. And the good news is it will be unlocked for everyone come the new year once the current holiday event ends. So if you don't have it unlocked, you will be getting your hands on it very soon. You don't have to grind these very annoying arky little doll things that you may have seen me pick up in some of the multiplayer gameplay. But once y'all get your hands on it, let me know what you think. As I say every video, this is just my opinion. You're always welcome to leave your own in the comments, but that's going to be it for worst to best Black Ops 6 snipers. Next up is the non-pistol secondary weapons in Black Ops 6, and then we'll have covered every single weapon in the game so far, which is pretty awesome. Then I got some other perks and stuff that I kind of want to do some worst to best with. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to tap that like button. You're contractually obligated to tap it because you watched the entire video at this point. And if you're not subscribed, consider getting subscribed to the channel. My name is DeeSimilar, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.